everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're down here at the Cruising Yacht Club of South Australia and we are just walking down the marina to one of my favourite style of aft cabin cruisers. This particular boat we've actually dealt with before. It's a Maxum 4100 SCA. Here she is here. Now I quite like these boats because in a 41 foot length, she's a 98 model, you get an aft cabin, forward cabin, two heads, you get air conditioning, twin diesel shaft, flybridge, an enclosed cockpit, and in this particular model, or this particular boat I should say, you get this custom boarding platform. This boat does come with bow and stern thrusters. As you can see, she presents quite well for the age. She's just been out on the slipway, so anti-fouled, prop speed. She's been serviced, so there's very little to do. So with this extended swim platform, as you can, or boarding platform, swim platform, heaps of room instead of the sort of factory standard one that would sort of cut off through here. So awesome sort of fishing space, very easy to get on and off. As you can see, the custom stainless and the board. But I'll get her all opened up and we will have a look through. So stepping up, as you would have seen, there's the moulded stairs, which are very nice, and this cockpit space sits above what would be, or what is, the aft cabin, which we'll see shortly. So they offer a full walk around deck either side. You can see access either side with just a little moulded step up into the flybridge, so we'll have a look up there shortly. As you can see, we've got the ice maker out here, storage under here, and just a lovely entertaining and seating space in the cockpit. And this is the other door leading down to the starboard. Little wet bar, a bit more storage and some plugs. The flybridge is quite easy to step up to with ample seating up here, and under the helm cover you can see the seating up the front there as well. Pull this over. So updated Simrad electronics. So this will be the 12-inch touchscreen. Bennett trim tabs. There's autopilot, radar, GME radios, and you won't see the joysticks on the dash for the bow thrusters. They're done by remote. The joysticks are, however, they are in there, so you can put them on the helm station if you'd like. But bow and stern thrusters, side power bow and stern thrusters, the clears are reasonable, just due for another wash. Unfortunately, it's a constant game. Covers are holding up. They're not new, but there's nothing wrong with them, perfectly serviceable. And again, the helm seating, which all this upholstery is quite tidy. So I'll chuck this cover back on and we'll jump down below and start having a look through the main salon and accommodation. So stepping down, you'll see the sliding door here just comes across. So easy access with the grab rail here. Now, general condition internally in this boat is really good. Carpets come up well. Upholstery doesn't have any major wear and tears. There's a bit which you'd expect for the age of the boat, being a 98. But in general, these are a lovely volume for 41 foot. You can see the control panel over here for all of your AC/DC, and your battery isolation is just here, so very accessible. Underfoot, in these 3 hatches is access down into the engine room and access aft, which we'll go through in a minute. That's the remote for the thrusters. As you can see, lovely seating through here, all in lovely condition. So the main salon area's got a lot of space. You can put a coffee table in here, or in this case a bit of a footrest. Seconds is storage. Dinette, fair bit of room, easily seat 4 people there. And what these boats really have is, apart from lovely natural light all around, is as you step down through the dining area down into this galley, you can see it's quite a large galley, and full size fridge freezer, so household size Bushman. It's one thing that's really good about these boats is they've afforded the room for some decent appliance. You know, we've got induction cooking here, but there's the Princess stove and cooktop, your sinks, microwave, and everything is, you know, she's accessible, and a really good size galley for a boat like this. So there you go, again, just looking back towards the space. Now we'll duck our head into the first head here. You can see it's 2-way through to the forward cabin, and for guests through here. So decent room. It's a vacuum flush toilet system, and like you see in the azimuths, a lot of other boats, is this shower screen rotates back in on itself. You can see the track there, so it saves on room, but it's still very effective. So I'll close that up. And when we step forward into the forward cabin, you can see it's all packed away, but we've got the island bed. These are the sun mattresses for the bow. Cushion inserts, I believe they'll be for out there in the salon area. Plenty of storage, hanging room around the boat. But yeah, beautiful island bed. The boat does have reverse cycle air conditioning, so it is a very suitable, decent sized V-berth cabin up forward. And again, carpets, timber, everything in here's in more than acceptable condition for the age of the boat. Let's flick the lights off and we'll head down aft. So the aft cabin is quite spacious, very large bed. I'm not sure if it's a double or a queen, but all those specs will be in the description below. Now, this panel comes off, gives you easy access down to the sort of the back of the motors, your shafts, generator, all that sort of stuff. Seacocks, so your main seacocks I believe are operated through here. Great option. I'll just pop that down so we can have a quick look. So down into your generator, and then down into the rest of your equipment at the back of the engine room there. But as far as aft cabins go on a 40-foot boat, wonderful. The back here, if you just remove this sunshade, this is just here to keep any sun off the interior. But you can see that's that huge window above the boat name that we saw when we first boarded. So it gives you a lot of airflow, especially when your other portholes are open, and great sunlight. So it's a good sized cabin, and what I love about these cabins is you've got your central basin here. You've got an independent toilet with a heap of storage up through there in that shelf, and a porthole and a fan. So it's great. It's a usable head even if someone's having a shower, because you have a separate standalone standing room and seating shower compartment off to this side. So that's just a wonderful combination, and easy access to all of your switches there. So they're a well thought out boat, well laid out boat. I've personally driven this one and other Maxums. They do perform incredibly well. So you can expect to cruise in this boat all day long. Anywhere between 17 to 20 knots is a nice cruise. And with the Cummins 6 BTAs, fuel consumption's good. They're a great motor, and I believe I believe this one's, it's roughly around the 1,000 hour mark from memory. But all of that, the hours, the engine type, horsepowers, all of the information you'll need is in the description below. But we can have a quick jump down. I'll just lift up this central hatch here and we'll have a quick look down in the engine room without pulling it all up. You won't be able to see too much, but it'll give you a bit of an idea of how it's laid out. So a nice clean dry bilge, which is what it's always good to see. So you can see down in here it's, there's no build up of anything, there's no water sitting here, there's no salt crystals, so very tidy bilge. But you can see there's the generator again, and the Cummins 6BTs, and all of this has been sort of looked at. I do believe from memory we have a condition report on this boat from not too long ago, a couple of years ago, so that's available. But anyway, that's the Maxum 4100. Very tidy for the age. Great boat. We hope you enjoyed it, and as always, we'll see you next time.